Oh, hey, your campers are already asleep? I figured they would still be up with how much sugar they had from those s'mores. Yeah, they'll definitely need their rest for when their parents pick them up tomorrow. Being a counselor has been fun, but man, am I ready to have some peace and quiet without having to stop kids from pelting each other with pine cones. Yeah, my kids all went out like a light. They wanted to spend their last day swimming, and sure, half of them are now sunburned. But they seem to have fun, so it was worth it. Besides, it'll be their parents' problem soon enough. Oh, me? I'm not up to much. I'm just trying to make one last bracelet before leaving tomorrow. Yeah, it's not one that Carrie asked me to finish. I swear, she had me on overtime fixing her half-finished ones. No, it's a personal one. Just something to keep myself busy, I suppose. Okay, maybe I've been working on it all week. We can't all be wizards like you when it comes to making these things. Speaking of, I love the one you made me this year. I thought last year's one was cool, but the swirl pattern you did on this one was amazing. Of course I keep them. I've kept all the ones you've given me, even the one from my first year when we met. But anyways, what brings you out to this lovely dock this evening? You wanted to see me? That's really sweet of you. I wish we could have hung out more, but it seems like work has just been keeping us apart. I know, right? Camp always felt like so much fun when we were kids, but it's just so different when it's your job. Like now, I can't just hang out with you every day and enjoy nature. Now I have to clean canoes and make sure kids don't drown and stuff. You know, I'm glad you found me out here. I was hoping I would be able to see you tonight. I mean, sure, we've talked a little bit here and there, but I haven't been able to have a true conversation with you like we used to. Like when you would sneak me out of my cabin and we would go huddle behind the archery equipment shed and just talk about whatever. So, how has your cabin been? Well, at least they're all behaving somewhat. I know not every kid is the happiest about being shipped out to the forest for 2 weeks, but at least some try to enjoy the wonders of nature and lanyard making. They're at least better than some of those hellions you had, 2 years ago? God, yeah, it was bad enough that one kid refused to use the toilets and insisted on going in the woods. Claimed it was cleaner, which, I mean, I sort of get it. With how nasty the bathrooms get, I can't blame him. But you also have those kids that found that so-called joint that they got from another cabin. You caught them trying to smoke it when it turned out to be just some leaves wrapped in some paper. Hey, I'm not saying it was my cabin that gave it to them. My kids are perfect angels every year. Okay, fine. They're all right this year. No, nothing terrible. They just tease me a lot. Ugh. You don't have to rub it in. Look, it's bad enough that I have a bunch of teens teasing me, but you too? It's nothing bad. Well, I heard one kid talking about his new relationship with someone in Madison's cabin, and so, of course, I had to share a few of my summer romance stories. Yeah, like when Kristen punched you. I still can't believe you went along with my stupid plan. Yeah, looking back on it, maybe having you scare her when she was sitting next to me at the campfire wasn't such a good idea. I mean, ideally, she would have just gotten scared, clung on to me, and then I could act all smooth and stuff and say that I would be there to protect her. I didn't know she had such a strong right hook, though. God, you had the wind knocked right out of you. I really can't overstate how sorry I am. Well, I'm glad you forgive me. I'm honestly surprised you've never had some sort of summer romance ever. Never been interested? But what about Jacob that one year? I swear you two were hitting it off a ton and he was like camp heartthrob that year. Had practically half the camp wrapped around his finger. You two would have been cute together. There was someone else? How come you never told me? I mean, not that you have to spill all your private life, but I mean, with how long we've known each other, I would at least like to think we're close enough that you would tell me if you had a crush on someone. I'm just giving you a tough time. If you want to keep it private, that's up to you. But anyways, we kept talking, and then of course my campers got nosy and started asking about my relationship and constantly talking about how whipped I am, which I think they're a bit too young to know that phrase. Maybe I'm out of touch with the youth. No, I don't have a secret partner. I mean, me and the wooden bear statue have been hitting it off lately, but I'm just not ready to commit. It's more, well, the kids sort of think that we're dating. Yeah, really. What do you mean you're not surprised? Well, yeah, we spent like all of our free time together when we're not busy and always sit together in the cafeteria, but that's what friends do, you know? I mean, no, it wouldn't be a bad thing if we were dating. I don't know. I mean, not that I haven't thought about it, but you're just really awesome and like practically my best friend at camp, and I don't know. It felt like crossing a line. You're my favorite part about coming to camp, and I just didn't want to ruin what we have. Yeah, you're my favorite part. I don't think I ever told you, but you're the reason I kept coming to camp after my first year. I'm serious. When I first came to camp, I was like scared out of my mind. The whole week before, I was begging my parents not to send me away just because it was my first time by myself being away from home for so long. But then, after they dropped me off and I unpacked my things, I went out and saw you, and I just immediately thought you were the coolest person ever. Yeah, I thought you were cool, even with your dorky cargo shorts and Pokemon t-shirt. It also helped that you are one of the fastest runners, which is, of course, the most important factor in deciding how cool someone is. I just wanted to talk to you so badly, but I was still stupidly shy and could barely talk to my counselor without crying about missing home. But then you came to me after lunch one day and asked me to help you start one of your bracelets, and it felt unreal that you were talking to me. I knew you could start it by yourself, by the way. I saw the 13 you already made on your wrist. But after that, we became inseparable for the rest of camp. Even though we were in different cabins, we would go everywhere together. They practically had to use a crowbar to get us to go to bed in our own cabins. When my parents brought up camp the next year, I only went because I was hoping you would be there as well. And yeah, over time, I grew to love coming to camp and really appreciate the time away from my family. But at the end of the day, the main reason I came back each year would be to see you. Of course, you mean a lot to me. You're like my best friend. Well, maybe I do see you as more than just a friend. Like, at first, I thought I saw you in, like, just a friend way, but I always sort of knew it was something more than that. Despite seeing you only 2 weeks every year, I feel like I've known you my whole life. It's just so easy being with you. But things sort of changed a couple years ago when we were swimming together and, well, you just looked really good in your swimsuit. And maybe the way I looked at you was a little more than friendly. But I thought those feelings would go away. It would just be a little summer crush. Once I got home to get ready for school, things would go back to normal. Until I found myself thinking of you a lot more. At first, in the fall, it would be little things of just fun memories you and I had during the summer. And then it turned into wondering what you were up to, how you were doing in school, or what classes you were taking. Then, as winter rolled, those thoughts turned more into daydreams. I would end up imagining what it would be like to hang out together in the winter, how red your cheeks would get after being in the snow, how it would feel to come inside after shoveling the driveway and feel your hands warming up mine. And after spending all winter fantasizing about you, I would find that it would already be spring. And at that point, I was just counting down the days to see you again. I guess all of this is to say I like you, and I love the time we spend together at camp. But I want more. I want to be able to hold your hand walking through the leaves in the fall. I want to watch the snow fall together in the winter. God, I want to pick you a bouquet of wildflowers in the spring and see how your eyes would light up. I think what we have is great, and I want to keep it going even after summer ends. So, what do you... This better not be another one of my dreams, because if it is, please don't wake me up. Hey, that wasn't an invitation to pinch me. I really can't believe you like me back. Can we kiss again, please? Oh, before I forget, there's one more thing. Here. Yeah, surprise! The bracelet is for you. I have all these bracelets of yours, and I finally wanted to return the favor. Give me your hand. Yeah, let me help you put it on. Here you go. You, are still holding my hand. No, it's not a problem. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you love it. I just wanted you to have something to remember me by. Well, I don't think I could ever forget you either. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. We can go back to my cabin and I can give you my phone number in a bit, but I want to stay out here for just a little bit longer. Please? I just want to enjoy this moment for you for as long as I can. I can't wait till next summer.